On Central News tonight, the Western Bay Housing Accord. Hot pink people take to the streets. Trade in your app for Cell Shed and white ribbon pledges. Kia ora, welcome to Central News for Wednesday, the 29th of October. I'm Hilary Entwistle. House prices and fears the Kiwi dream of owning your own home, maybe just that, a dream, force the government to take action. While house prices in the Bay of Plenty aren't quite as bad as Auckland, a housing accord was signed off between our councils and central government. I spoke with Mayor Ross Patterson to find out his views on the accord.
The aim behind it is to move faster through bringing consent through for housing in special areas.
What power does this give central and local government that you didn't already have?
Well, in the past, we were working in our own right. Now they've come along and wanted to do a partnership and have brought new legislation in that allows us to fast-track consents, and very good reasons, because 15 years or so ago we've made some decisions that probably now in hindsight we could probably change. So this allows us to do it without too much interruption, both to the landowners and to the community at large.
Are there areas that have been identified as special housing areas in the Western Bay?
Well, we've got one that we've put forward in the partnership, and that's a Mokoroa. And we've done that not so much because of the restriction of land supply, we don't have that in our area, but we do have areas that are already well developed with infrastructure, water and roading, and we think it's a wise idea to try to bring people into those areas to maximise the use of those infrastructure and to help us with our debt on that financial contributions.
And will you be looking at putting 1 to 2 bedroom houses in Mokoroa?
I think it's a good place to start. It is a sought after area. It's a nice area. It's a harbour views. There is a lot of larger buildings and houses there now. We're looking for some smaller sections and possibly 2 bedroom type houses. We are not looking to compromise quality in any way. These will still be quality contemporary homes. We're just looking to get a bit of flexibility in there, bring another section of the community. There might be retirees or young families, bring them in and give them an opportunity to get established out there.
What makes a special housing area a special housing area?
It's regulation through, first of all, the Housing Accord, and central government decided that both Tauranga and the Western Bay were in need of a housing accord. Once you've got that signed off and the partnership established with central government, then you can move into special housing areas. So we've picked a Mokoroa for the infrastructure development we have there, but we're possibly looking at Te Puke as well.
Whereabouts in Te Puke are you looking at?
Just around the areas of Te Puke. We're finding in Te Puke we have problems with the high value of kiwi fruit land. There's too much of a competition for land value for residential. So we've got to think some other ways of other areas that are not quite so intensive with horticulture and not so valuable land.
And who makes the decision to actually delegate the special housing areas? Is it you or is it central government?
There's two options. The council can do it or the central government can do it. We decided that we want to stay in control of it, so we have taken on board the role and we'll make those decisions and work with central government. Otherwise, central government could have come in and put special housing accords in areas that we didn't think were suitable or would do the job, so we've kept control of that development.
Are there any concerns about speeding up that process, especially around infrastructure?
I think that's a fair question. People think, oh, you're just trying to run over the top of the RMA. We still do have to consult. We have to consult with the landowners and we've still got to consult with the community. I think it just gives us a smaller area. We don't have to consult with everybody everywhere. So we still get focused, we still have to talk to people about it and listen to their rights and what they want to do.
How long is that consult process now?
Oh, that won't take long. We've started at Mokoroa, we've started to talk to the landowners. They are quite positive because some of them want to get on and do things and this allows it. I don't see it as being a long-winded exercise.
You can view a copy of the Housing Accord on the Council's website, westernbay.gov.nz. Formed in Tauranga in 1991, Breast Cancer Support Services is a local independent charitable trust supporting women in the Bay of Plenty region through diagnosis to remission. Their annual fundraiser has turned into a bit of an iconic Tauranga event. I caught up with Leah moments before the Tauranga Hot Pink Walk.
Yes, the Hot Pink Walk is hot for House of Travel, HOT, Hot Pink Walk. They are the sponsors this year for the walk that's now in its 12th year, and it's been going really well. And we love that House of Travel works really nicely with HOT, Hot Pink, so we think that's a really lovely connection there, and they're a fabulous team. So it's all about supporting the fighters of breast cancer, celebrating the survivors and honouring those that have been taken with the disease.
Obviously most will dress in a little or a lot of pink, but you've actually got a competition for the best dressed.
Yeah, every year, we see amazing costumes. There's always something new. I'm quite amazed at the creativity of some people out there because, I thought I'd seen it all. But there's always something new, which is great. So we just want to be able to reward people for really getting in behind the cause and getting excited and making it a fun event. So there's always, a bit of a competition. So they just need to take photos of themselves and put that up on Facebook, and then we choose some winners.
The walk is actually turning out to be quite an iconic event for Tauranga. Tell me about the previous years.
Yeah, so 12 years, it's still been going, still going strong. The numbers come and go depending on the weather, I think, some nights, and that's fair enough. Although it's a bit of rain compared to chemotherapy or being diagnosed with breast cancer, so, we've got to toughen up a little bit and still get out there and support people. I think over the years we've been pretty lucky with the weather though, and, just as I say, so many people still come out every year, year after year, and really celebrate and support those that are diagnosed in our own community with breast cancer. So still going strong, we're really proud of it.
The lipstick challenge sounds hilarious.
Well, we've always got to do something a little bit new, as I say, 12 years of the walk, so we just thought we'd do something a little bit different this year. It's all about challenging a bloke in your workplace to wear bright pink lipstick for the day. Guys, traditionally, the thought of wearing any lipstick, let alone bright pink, is quite a challenge. So we just thought it would be a bit of fun around the offices and workplaces out there to sponsor guys. I would pay $100 to see my father wear a bright pink lipstick. Unfortunately, that's not enough for him to do it, so he wants more. So we just thought it would be really fun to get some workplaces out there and people having fun. And, the girls don't have to dress up this time, it's all about the boys.
Did you hold a t-shirt competition again this year?
Yes, absolutely. So we did that again this year. This is the winning design. It was actually designed by a lady who lost her mother to breast cancer last year. So for this one, this was designed by her and her daughter. It's the dancer, and just written all the way around her. And she's obviously wearing a beanie. She's had breast cancer and been through treatment, and there's lots of words of hope and encouragement and support that is surrounding her, and it's just about her being free and taking on that support and moving through her journey.
Breast cancer is obviously quite common in New Zealand. How common is it in Tauranga? I mean, how many people do you have utilising the support services?
Yeah, we don't have a breast cancer register, so I can't give exact numbers, but we do see approximately 200 women in the Bay of Plenty every year. Accessing our service, we probably get around 70 to 80% of that. We know that our service is offered to everybody, but not necessarily everyone takes that up, especially at first. There's a lot going on in their mind, so sometimes they come to us further down the track. Other times they've got great family support and they stick with that and get through, which is fabulous.
If you'd like to find out more about the service, visit breastcancerbop.co.nz. Coming up next, Cell Shed. Welcome back to Central News on TV Central. The way you buy and sell goods may change thanks to a startup company in Tauranga and their new Facebook integrated app. I went along to the office of Cell Shed to find out more.
Because CellShed is a social trading platform, so we originally developed a iPhone app to make it easy for people to buy, sell and trade products. And it's all about trading to people in your local community.
So is this just another TradeMe-like online selling platform then?
No, it's really nothing like TradeMe. Some people have compared it to TradeMe, but it's totally different. It's more of a mobile trading platform, so people we encourage them to use their mobile to list products, and it's really fast to use. So you can list a product in 30 seconds and have it up on CellShed, and people can sort of be you know, commenting and making offers on that straight away. It's also completely free, and there are no fees at all to use SellShed.
So is there any risks of, you know, letting the seller and the buyer actually contact each other directly?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's we've been doing that for 10,000 years, haven't we? We've been talking directly between ourselves. We've got a built-in reputation system where you can actually rate people that you're trading with, and you can see if they're the sort of person that you want to deal with. We've also got a report to admin function, so the community can, if they see someone that may be selling something that is not appropriate, the community can actually report those people. And we've also got a full-time admin person who checks every listing, and we've got another part-time admin person checking all the listings as well. So it's a very safe way to trade.
So what made you want to start this app? I mean, was there a big, you know, hole in the market for this?
Well, we've been buying and selling and trading things online for a long time. We just found it wasn't easy. You know, a lot of the trading platforms, it takes a lot of time. You know, you can spend half an hour trying to get something up online. And we wanted to make it easy and mobile. So you can walk around, say, your garage, and, you know, you can take photos of things and list them within 30 seconds and have them up online. So we wanted to make something that's fast and, you know, not really so clunky as some of the other ones are. Yeah.
So what actually goes into making an app?
It's been a 12-month process, from concept to design to hire an app developer to work on the app, and then it's been 12 months from concept to actually getting the app up to the Apple Store. Yeah, so it's a very complex process.
And so you launched your website as well, though?
Launched the website, yeah, about 3 weeks ago. That's to allow anyone who hasn't got an iPhone to still use their mobile phone to trade. So the website's actually responsive, so it works in the same way as the app. So people can just use their mobile to trade. We had a few people who just have the Android phones, so we thought, hey, let's get the website up and running, and we're actually building the Android app as well. And that'll be out in about 6 weeks.
And you are a startup company based here in Tauranga, but SellShed's actually had quite a lot of interest from overseas.
Yeah, when we first launched, we had, it would have been 3,000 hits from America. We had about 1,500 from the UK. We had people from Mongolia, I think it was only 2 from Mongolia, Italy, all around the world, actually checking it out. Because the platform is actually global, so someone can download the app in Mongolia and start trading with their friends in their local community, so anywhere in the world.
So the goal is not just take Tauranga by storm, it's take internationally?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're starting here in New Zealand, and then we're going to push it globally.
There is currently no charge for using the app, so how are you guys going to make a profit?
Yes, so we're looking at an advertising revenue model. Yes, so we haven't put that in place yet. That's kind of down the track. At the moment, it's all about just getting the users and the user experience right, and making sure it's functioning properly and everyone's sort of kind of getting it.
Because there seem to be many startups in the Bay. And it's still early days yet, but how have you found the whole process of starting up a startup?
Yeah, well, we're in Auckland every week. You know, it's constantly having to go to Auckland and meeting, you know, potential investors, and so sort of a lot of stuff happens in Auckland. But you know, it's really nice to be by the bay, out of the hustle and bustle.
There has been a bit of effort lately, especially in establishing the Bay of Plenty into a bit of a Silicon Valley, as you may, of New Zealand. Do you think that's actually possible?
People are saying that, but I think there needs to be a shift in attitude, because I personally think that most of the projects that are getting invested in are more agricultural based, apps for farming and kiwi fruit and these types of things. I think if we do have that shift, yeah, local people have to really understand that there's a global market, and it's not just about agricultural things in New Zealand. We have to actually think more like Silicon Valley, if we're going to be like Silicon Valley.
Right. Let's see if you can show us how we upload something.
Yeah, sure. So this is the app. You can scroll through the listings, and see what people have listed. Kind of every few seconds people are listing something new. There's also a function called wanted, where people list up things that they want to buy. So here's one: a double-sized blanket, car, fish tank, and then the buyer, then someone who's got that item can come in and approach that person and offer to sell it to them. So I'll show you how to sell something really fast. So you hit the sell button. So say I'm going to sell some sunglasses. I'll go sunglasses, black. Okay, then I'll take a photo of them. Okay, so I'll take a photo. There's my sunglasses. Okay, then category. Just choose a category. Okay, then I'll do a price, so I'll say $100. Okay, and then sell it.
Sell Sheet is available now to download on iPhone or online. Just ahead, weather for Thursday and white ribbon pledges. Welcome back to Central News. Around town lately, some tertiary students have taken pledges as part of the White Ribbon campaign.
We've got 4 events organised this year. The big one, of course, is the Tug of War that's happening on the 28th of November. We've already held 2 events, one at Bethlehem Tertiary Institute and one at the Bay of Plenty Polytech, which was run pretty much by the students and staff, for the students and staff, to raise awareness around what the pledge means and for that men are part of the solution towards family violence. The next big event that we're having is the Shakti Dinner on the 22nd of November. Really looking forward to that because it's an ethnic meal by our Shakti sisters.
This is part of the wider White Ribbon campaign. So what is the message about there?
The message is that men will not stand by, condone or commit any violence towards any woman, and they will not remain silent against violence towards women. So we're asking men to stand up, good men to stand up and take that pledge.
What are the statistics like in the Tauranga and the Bay area?
Roughly they run at about 70 a week. However, this week I've just come from our interagency case management meeting with the police. There were 93 this week. So we've seen a gradual increase. I've got no idea what the increase is about. However, we know that stress and strain starts to come on families at about this time of the year. So 93 in 1 week is really concerning.
And that is, of course, just the reported cases.
Absolutely. And we know that women will often, police won't be involved in cases for up to 6 attempts at violence before somebody will call the police. We're hoping, because of the It's Not OK campaign, the White Ribbon campaigns, that our neighbours now are starting to say, actually this is not OK, and do ring the police earlier.
You are on the forefront. What is the situation out there? Is it just the stereotypical lower socioeconomic people that are affected?
Family violence happens everywhere. It's in every race, in every culture, and in every socio-economic area within Tauranga Moana.
Sonia, there's a ethnic women's refuge in Tauranga, Shakti. Can you tell me a little bit about this service?
Okay, Shakti started in 1995 up in Auckland. It was started with 7 women who were from Asia, African, Middle Eastern women. They started as like a coffee group, an English class, and after a couple of months they started getting a lot of calls about domestic violence, and all those 7 women thought, right, we need to do something about our women. So that's where Shakti started, and just grown in Tauranga later on.
And you guys have an event coming up?
Yes, the event is on 22nd of November, which Heather said earlier, and TMAPS is supporting with us, so we are wanting this White Ribbons Day campaign to celebrate at the same time for ethnic families. So ethnic men are also aware of it, what's going on in ethnic families, and at the same time making this event bigger to fundraise towards Shakti.
How busy is your service?
We can be very busy because sometimes we're getting calls, women from 5 to 6 women in a week, and most of the time refuge is full on, and getting similar issue with the woman with being ethnic, because sometimes they won't have legal status, so that comes to the point where this woman might need a lot of service. She might not be eligible for medicals, doctor, lawyers, so we come trying to work with those women and not even eligible for work and incomes, not even for food. So we're trying to provide everything, and our monthly budget for the refuge is $100 for the food, and we're basically surviving on donations. And at the moment we have got about 4 women who doesn't have any legal status.
If you or anyone you know is experiencing any form of domestic abuse, you can phone the crisis line on 0800 Refuge, or for the Ethnic Women's Refuge 0800 Shark-D. Looking at the weather for Thursday now. Now for the marine forecast. That is Central News for today. If you have something you'd like to share with us, you can contact us via Facebook, centralnews.tv, or email us news@tvcentral.co.nz. On tomorrow night's show, shipping containers as shops, living with MS, and mums bums on bikes. Until then, I'm Hilary Entwistle. I hope you have a lovely evening.
This has been an Alpha Media production, a division of Television Media Group.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.